Hello everyone, welcome to another video from Fantasy Football Scout. This is just a short video to introduce Fantasy5, who partnered with Scout this season, and we did some stuff for them last year as well. I've played it pretty much since it came out. It's a free game to play. You can win £10,000 every week, and all you've got to do is pick players who you think are going to outscore their fantasy point target. It's really, really simple, but quite devilish in the sense that it's quite tricky to win. But this year, Fantasy5 have introduced some new prizes and leaderboards and more ways to win. So hopefully, if you play, you'll be able to win some of the great things they got on offer. So if you follow Scout, we've done a series of articles, or we'll be doing a series of articles on Fantasy5, giving a few tips on players that we think maybe are a bit lower on their points target prediction than we think, and they might be good players to pick. So look out for those articles if you're going to play. Just to give you a bit of a rundown on the prizes, so there's £10,000 up for grabs every week. You just got to put your teams in before the deadline. You basically pick a player from each of the selected matches. And obviously the kind of the better teams and the better players have a higher predicted points target, so they're more difficult to reach. Whereas if you go for a player, playing for a lower side or in a more difficult game who's got a lower points target, they need to do less to get it. So it's quite fun to try and work out who's going to do best, whether Salah is going to absolutely explode, for example, against Norwich, or can Norwich sneak a goal and someone like Pookie, might reach it. So it's important to have a basic understanding of how it kind of works. There's leaderboards, so annually, if you scored the most points over the year, you'll win Champions League final tickets, which is amazing. There's a monthly prize, Premier League tickets to any London game that you want to go to, and there's a weekly prize for the most points of a Premier League kit of your choice. So you don't necessarily have to nail every single pick and win the 10 grand to be in a chance of winning some of the prizes. So it's worth playing kind of every week just to run through that. Like I said, how to play, it's pretty easy. So this is the kind of the Scout selection for game week 1. So Mason Mount, for example, is against Palace. He's got a points target of 7.5, which is quite high if you think about it. He's going to need to get a goal, which is 5, and then 2 appearance points, which is 7. And then he's going to need to get something else on top of that as well. So a goal wouldn't cut it. It wouldn't reach him over his target. Same with Iheanacho as well. Favourable game against Wolves, but a goal only get him 4 points, and then the appearance points is 2. There's no bonus points, so that's something really important to consider. So when you're looking for players, so if you're looking at forwards, basically a forward with a points target of under 6 is gold, because they only need to get a goal and then they've made it. Robertson, for example, with 8.5, he'll only get 6 of the clean sheet, so he needs to get an attacking return as well, and the same with Wilson and Mahrez too. So these are the kind of things you need to kind of think about when you're selecting your team. The scoring system is really similar to FPL. So 60 minutes gets you 1, play more than 60 minutes gets 2. Goals scored by goalkeeper defender is 6, midfielder 5, forward 4. Each assist is 3. Clean sheet is 4, and clean sheet for a midfielder is 1. So if we just go back up to the list, so Mahrez, for example, is a good pick here, because if he scores and gets the 5 and the 2 appearance points and he gets the clean sheet, that's 9 points. So Mahrez, in theory, only needs to get 1 attacking return against Spurs. So that is why he's a very sensible selection. Some of the other rules, you'll know these already. Every 3 saves, same as FPL for a goalkeeper. Penalty saved by the goalkeeper is 5, missing a penalty -2. Every 2 goals conceded by a goalkeeper -1, yellow card -1, red card -3, and scoring an own goal -2. So you probably know all those. Anyway, just remember, just to really drum it in, no bonus points. So bear that in mind. So this is the kind of the main team screen. So this is where you select your players for kind of each match. So what you want to do here is kind of like what I said, is look for players where you think their points target might be a little bit low, and you think the player can do well. So, for example, Christian Benteke, for example, is an example of a 5.5. So if he gets a goal, you've nailed the target. So even though you might think Chelsea might win this game pretty comfortably, can Benteke just get a goal and kind of make a mockery of that 5.5? The Chelsea players are all really high, all their points targets, so they're going to have to get a lot of returns to be able to do it. Even the defenders as well. So you can pick a player from any position. And if you come down to the defenders, they're all over 6.5. So it means they're all going to have to get more than a clean sheet just to make it. So the player actually I like here is Chilwell. I think Chilwell has a very good chance of getting an attacking return and a clean sheet, so he'd be the one that I'm going to go for in this game. You could be bold and you could go for a Crystal Palace player who has got a lot less, but I really fancy Chelsea to do well in this game and keep a clean sheet and score. So I think Chilwell will be involved in that. So the next game is Leicester. Wolves, new attacking manager. Again, someone like Iheanacho or Vardy. I mean, Vardy could be a shout here. So he's only 6'5", so same as Iheanacho. So he could easily get a goal and assist in this game. So he's someone that I'd consider. In midfield, I mean, Maddison's 7'5". You've got lots of Perez there, Tielemans all on 7'5". So they're going to need to get, a goal and a clean sheet to justify it, which could happen. Maddison maybe more of an assister. Barnes is there as well. So Barnes at 8.5 means that if he gets the goal, clean sheet and appearance points, he's only going to get 8. So he's a little bit too high for me. So it's Vardy I'm going to go for here. I think he's got a good chance of getting more than one attacking return against Wolves. So I'll pick him and hope that he does well. Norwich Liverpool. So Liverpool, massive favourites here. So you'd expect their players to all be really expensive. So the likes of Salah, 12.5. I mean, he's going to need to get 2 goals, 2 appearance points and a clean sheet. Mane's at 10.5. So again, you've got a lot of players here really low down. I mean, I mentioned Pukki earlier. Let's see how much Pukki is. He's 6'5". So again, he's going to need to get more than one attacking return against Norwich. I think it's the defence here that I'm going to look at for Liverpool. Someone like Trent, for example, he's going to need to get a goal to get it. But Robertson's there at 8.5. So a clean sheet and an assist for Robertson would take him to 9. 4 for the clean sheet, 2 for the appearance, and then 3 for the assist. So I think he's capable of getting that in this game, so I'll go for him. Newcastle West Ham. I think West Ham should be looking to win this fairly comfortably. Antonio and Wilson both at 6.5. And then you've got the likes of Souček at 7.5, so quite high for him. Ben Rama is there. Bowen as well, 8.5. So they've priced kind of West Ham to be the kind of expensive players here. Sufau I like. 6.5. It means he needs to get a clean sheet and something attacking wise, but I think an assist is on for him, so I'll go for that as well and hope that West Ham can keep Newcastle out. So it's 3 defenders I've gone for here, but 3 attacking defenders. So hopefully they can get something from this game. I mean, a goal for any of these would take them over their points target as well. And lastly, Tottenham v Man City. So Harry Kane at 6.5. I mean, that is the lowest I've ever seen him. It's unfortunate he's not going to play. It'd be nice if he would, so we can't really consider him. Son's there at 8.5. So, if he gets a goal and a clean sheet, but I can't really see that happening. I think that's probably a bit high for him. It's really hard to predict who's going to start for Man City in this game. I'm going to go for Ferran Torres, though, in this. I think he's got a chance of playing as that false 9. If he gets a goal, appearance points and a bonus, will make it, or he could just get a couple of attacking returns, and I think he could do that against Spurs. So it's Torres I go for. Obviously, that will change if we hear any news about their lineup. But that is my Fantasy 5 team for the first game week of the season. Interested to know who you're picking, so drop your teams in the comments below. And good luck with it, and hopefully someone who's watched this video will win 10 grand. Look forward to it. See you soon.